First grade, my mom said she wanted me to get out of the house, so she put me in Coach John Capel's league. At first, I started off with the Hurricanes in Brooksville, but I stayed. I think I stayed there for like a couple practices, and then I moved closer because we lived out in Spring Hill. So I went with the Bulldogs. He put me on the Bulldogs, and my first 2 years for the Bulldogs, we didn't have a perfect season. I think we lost every game that I can remember. But then after my second year, I went to HYL, Hernando Youth League with the Leopards. That was in third grade. I like playing for HYL mainly because they were a winning team. I just came off from a majority losing team. So when we got our first win, I was excited about that. I had a lot of fun playing for the youth league, but when I transitioned to middle school, it was different because I had to balance. I played both HYL and Parrott, but the only thing is I didn't start on Parrott, so I played like a lot of fifth quarter. But those two teams, we didn't really do good that year, both teams. So it was kind of like down. Like I was also tired from going from one practice to the next, and then yeah, like we were a bunch of sixth graders playing against eighth and ninth graders at HYL. Then we'll come to Parrott and we're losing almost every game. We didn't lose every game, but I remember me going in the fifth quarter, the first game, they put me at linebacker. I never played linebacker ever. I was always a D lineman, and I actually had a good game. It was more just go get the ball. It wasn't like, oh, you do this. It was whoever has the ball, you go get it. I was ready to start my seventh grade year, but I had transferred to a school at a different city and they didn't have tackle football. So I told my mom that I couldn't miss another year. Like I had to go play. So I played for HYL for my final year. And then after that final HYL year, I transferred back and I went to Powell. And I think that was COVID year. So I think we lost one game, but we didn't have any playoffs or a championship, so that was a bummer because we actually could have had a playoff run because we only lost one game. And we had a new staff. Powell just got a new head coach, so that was different too. But yeah, overall, my eighth grade it was fun because we were winning. Like youth league and middle school, back then they didn't have like summer workout things. And that's what I first went into when I got to high school, summer workouts. And I remember that's when Coach Johns was at Nature Coast. And we had weight room. I'd never been in a weight room. I didn't know like weightlifting was a thing. It's for football at least. And then we had to go outside and we ran and ran and ran. I remember going home and going to sleep for like 8 hours straight from like 11 to like 9. It was bad. I was so tired. Coming into high school, it was a tough adjustment, and the season didn't go the way I wanted to, but I decided to stick around and battle it out to see what would go on in my sophomore year. All the hard work paid off from freshman year and going into sophomore year. I started on JV. You know, I was on everything except like kickoff, and yeah, I think I had a successful season. I was like, I think one of the best linemen we had at the time. You know, I played D-line and I played guard. And then right after the end of the JV season, I got called up to varsity. And, yeah, I played with varsity for the rest of their season. When I got the call up to go to varsity after the JV season, it was a big confidence booster, especially from when I didn't start my ninth grade year, even on JV. I definitely thought that I was moving up in the ranks. Even though things were going good at Nature Coast, I have a family tradition that we're very strong and proud of at Hernando. Like my whole family graduated from there, like my whole family. So I just wanted to continue the tradition and go to Hernando and graduate, play football.
Keaundre first got there, we were really excited to have him. Right, he was I think a cousin of one of our existing players. They had moved into the area, and he was very excited to be a Hernando Leopard. We had to figure out where we were going to fit him in. We knew he was a defensive player. We started him at Mike linebacker, but he kind of gravitated to the surface, to the line of scrimmage, so to speak. and he really enjoyed playing defensive end, and he just kind of gelled there. So, as good coaches, we decided to keep him there.
I first got there, Coach Scargill, he was nice. I didn't really talk to him that much. I'm a very antisocial person, but he put me at a position that I played, but I never that wasn't my main position. He put me at linebacker first. Even though I didn't like linebacker, I did a decent job. I think I was ranked for tackles when I was at linebacker when I was there. And then, but I like D-line better, so when he switched me, I definitely felt a little bit more comfortable. And one of the games I remember was when we played Nature Coast. I think it was week 2, week 3. I wanted to just impress them, just show them what they were kind of missing, I guess, in a sense. So I remember a couple of plays into the game, I got a sack. Maybe a quarter later, I got a big tackle, and I had a QB pressure, big hit on the QB, threw the ball, it was incomplete. And yeah, I felt like that was the game that I knew I'm good at this defensive line stuff. I should have been on varsity a long time ago. Yeah.
When Keaundre got there, we found the spot for him at defensive end. We got him in the weight room, started training him in the weight room, getting him a little bit bigger, a little bit stronger. Let him get comfortable that first summer before his junior year, playing the edge, the outside linebacker / defensive end. And then last year, for most of the season, we tried to always put him in a position where he could be successful. He led the county in sacks, and I think that gave him the confidence that we were putting him in a place to be successful, kind of building the front seven around him so we could guide the ball towards him. And then in the offseason, after he had a fantastic junior year, he was in the weight room every time we were in the weight room. He also had to hold down a steady job, so we had to work around that sometimes. But he was always easy to work with. And then this summer, he was there just about every single day training to get ready for his senior year.
By the time the season ended, I was ranked, I think, in the nation for sacks and tackles. I was ranked in the district. I was high. I think I was first in our district for sacks. And I think I was ranked 13th for tackles. I was ranked in Florida, and I was ranked in Florida High School Association. Now it's my senior year, and I think I came a really long way from 9th grade year, from not even starting on JV to now I'm a captain on the team, ready to one of the leaders of the team. And I think an accomplishment for me this year, I think I want to get a lot of tackles. I think I want to get over 100 tackles because I was almost there last year, and I want to get at least 20 sacks because I was almost there last year too. And for a team goal, I want us to go to a state championship, and I want us to make playoffs and actually have a positive record this year.
My vision for Keaundre as a leader on our defense for this season coming up is to lead by example, showing up every day to practice, giving everything that he has in practice, and then have it transition to the games. He's not a vocal person. He's actually very quiet, but he comes to work every single day, and the other players see that. They see that he's working, and he's one of our best players on the team. He's going to be the team captain this season on defense, and we're just looking for him to lead by example.
I've grown so much as a player, and I wouldn't be here without Coach Scargill, of course. I could say my coaches from Nature Coast, Coach Riggins, Coach Fabian, Coach Liggett from Nature Coast, Coach Johns, all those coaches helped push me to become the player I am now.
Keaundre, he gets it done on the field. He works hard in the weight room. He leads by example on the practice field and everything that we do for the team, but he also gets it done in the classroom. And that's super important for someone that wants to play at the next level. The better academically, the better your GPA, your grades in general, the more opportunities and options you're going to have to play at the next level, and I know that's a dream for him. He helps the other students player athletes with their academics when they ask him to. He's not the type that'll push you into trying to get something done, but if you need his help, he'll be there to help you. And like Keaundre, we have 4 or 5 honor roll type students on the team that really are the leaders of this team.
I like having success on the football field, but I also have success in the classroom too. School always came first in my household. I'm always high honor roll. I have a 3.3 GPA. And I think that's especially best if I want to play college football, which college football has been a dream of mine for a long, long time. And I think me putting the work in classroom and on the field, that'll take me far in the next level.
He wants to play football at the next level. I'm going to do everything I can to make sure that happens. It's a different environment at the next level now with the transfer portal and everything that's going on with NIL. But we do already have coaches interested in him, and we go to a coaches clinic and a career type of recruiting fair for D2 and D3 schools. So he's going to have a lot of options to play at the next level. The fact that his grades are fantastic and his play on the field is fantastic, he's going to get a really nice place to play in the next 4 or 5 years.
I've achieved a lot, I think, my whole high school career, and I definitely have more that's coming up, but I couldn't have done it without my mother. You know, she's been to every game. If I need something, she'll buy it. I tell Mom, let's go to camps, football camps. She's on it, you know. She never misses a beat with football. She wants me to make it to the next level. And I always told her, well, when I make it there, you know, you'll definitely be the first in line to get whatever you want. You know, you're my mother at the end of the day. So
Keaundre is going to be great at anything he does because he's very committed once he sets his mind to it.
It's my senior year, and the Leopards are definitely going to make it happen this year.